to the 2030 mantra. They are up again, and guess what? Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa is trying to put money, but I must tell you that it is a very, very insignificant amount really to convince normal people that Mnangagwa is doing something in Zimbabwe. This is, disrespect of those intended to benefit. I don't know whether they see this, the level of disrespect actually leveled against them. We have seen these attempts of trying to bribe war veterans, ZANU-PF parallel structures, especially after Blessed Keza announced that Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa have neglected the people who put him into power. And what is disheartening is the use of Kembo Mohadi. The guy is very, very tired. You can see that he is very, very pale. And he used him in Matebeleland South to launch the program of empowering various parallel structures with the aim of actually boosting Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa's support for 2030 mantra. But will that work? These and more on this live broadcast. Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So it appears this is another round of intensification by the Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa faction. The man is not giving up. Blessed Keza had actually temporarily halted the 2030 mantra, but as I had predicted, Mnangagwa will not stop trying. It appears this is another phase, and in Matebeleland North, there was a launch of the presidential scheme, and if you look at the money that is given to various structures of ZANU-PF, the highest figure was around 50,000. The money that is supposed to empower a group of people. Just imagine the disrespect that Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa is doing to our people in Matebeleland South. Just if you subdivide 50,000, how do you? It can't even help a single person to start a meaningful business, particularly in an unpredictable economy like the Zimbabwean economy. But people will always be deceived. I think there are people, especially hungry people in Matebeleland South, hearing that it appears to be a huge money, but it's not. I can tell you in my views. I was looking at how much they were giving to ZANU-PF parallel structures. They have devised so many of these parallel structures, hairdressers for ED, wind for ED, all these nonsensical prostitutes for ED, parallel structures. When I was looking at the figures in terms of benefit, the hairdressers for ED, I think they were allocated something like 10,000 US dollars. And I was asking myself, in the first place, do they need this money to sell their soul? So some of the things is just maybe lack of political education from our people, because some of the things you can see them that we are being played here. This is, you don't have to second guess some of the things that are done by Emerson Tambutso. It's disrespecting our people. It's undermining our people. So it's an attempt, a desperate attempt to remain relevant, but I think he is actually taking the wrong routes. He is wasting a lot of his resources. In my own view, if he wants 2030, that's not how he is supposed to actually do it, because he will spend a lot of money. When he tries now to come out, definitely they will stop him, because 2030 he would not see it. As Blessed Keza said, the only 2030 that Mnangagwa will ever come to realize, it is 8:30 on his watch. There is absolutely no other 2030 that he will see. But because of desperation, he will try to come through all corners. And I can see the members of his faction, they are not really giving up. And the person who has also joined the WACON is none other than Kuda Tagwirei. He is openly speaking about 2030 mantra at the moment, as we predicted. By the way, I think the intelligence of Blessed Keza peaked Kuda Tagwirei a long time ago, before even some of us began to realize that indeed he was coming into the political fore, because business-wise, he is no longer of use, considering the fact that he is now sanctioned by the United States of America. So you see, sanctions, they hit hard. An individual is not allowed to open certain bank accounts with certain banks, because the influence of the United States of America is quite huge. So if they place you under sanctions, you lose a lot of actually privileges in terms of managing your financial affairs. So Mnanga Kwamepi is realizing Kuda Tagwirei in the business space is no longer of good use. At the moment, we see he is actually pushing so hard Wicknell Chivayo. So now maybe that is why they are actually bringing in Kuda Tagwirei to the politics. But politics is different from business. He might have actually, and also taking into consideration that he was bound to succeed in business by very nature, that those businesses that he was actually undertaking, he was aided through taxpayers' money, corruption obviously being the order of the day, to make sure that his business does not fail. So we cannot actually say this is one of the individuals who has the acumen when it comes to running the businesses in Zimbabwe, because it's like Wicknell Chivayo. You cannot say this is the best business personality. No, this is a man who is actually given highly inflated tenders, and then he give the shares of politicians. I mean, such kind of a business, you cannot fail to make it and be seen giving people expensive freebies in the form of cars. So it does not come really as a surprise to an individual like me. So Kembo Mohadi was launching the presidential scheme in Matebeleland South, and I can attest to you that this is another round by Emmerson Dambuzo. I'm seeing a lot of intensification. I think tomorrow we will actually intensify in our reporting on what is ongoing in Zimbabwe, and as well as also international news. I'm sure you are also interested to know what is going on globally. There are scary things happening. We don't want to be caught by surprise without actually giving you knowledge about what is happening global. Remember, this is a global channel. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button, so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can also financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members, who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Again, thank you very much for your unwavering support.